It's not just intuitive, not just accessible to everyone, but it stands to revolutionize your living room. Does that mean Netflix and Hulu? Yes. And YouTube? Yes. And Amazon Video? Of course. But it's how you enjoy that content and more that will make it truly unique. We know that's a strong assertion, but the proof points are going to have to wait for another day. There's no way we can explain it all this week. So here at E3, we'll focus only on the new form of gaming and the new ways to connect with your friends. And then, in the near future, we'll show you how Wii U will integrate and elevate your living room entertainment. Now, that still leaves a lot to cover in just a few days. And what happens on stage here is just a small part of what we're calling Nintendo All Access at E3. A name you'll want to remember. Because to fully appreciate Wii U, you're going to have to devote more time, and we really hope you do that at e3.nintendo.com. That brings a lot more information, assets, and an insider's look at our E3 activities on our social media channels. So be sure to check out Nintendo, Wii U, and Nintendo 3DS Facebook fan pages, the Nintendo YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter with the @NintendoAmerica Twitter handle. Now, as some of you are already aware, the news flow actually began Sunday night when we posted a Nintendo Direct hosted by Mr. Iwata. It demonstrates how Wii U can not only open up new forms of gaming, but also act as a unique social window, connecting you to your gaming friends with a game-based experience. The key that unlocks it all, of course, is the new controller, the Wii U gamepad. And this week, you'll begin to understand the new disruption called asymmetric gameplay. This means putting one player with the gamepad in a solitary role, competing differently, maybe even winning in a different way, pitting just you against everyone else. And I'm happy to announce, just like the original Nintendo Entertainment System, the Wii U hardware will support 2 separate gamepads. Now, this week we're focusing on single gamepad challenges, but look for dual gamepad experiences in the future. Right now, we'd like to make a proper introduction to the Wii U gamepad itself. So let's start with a quick guided tour.
The Wii U gamepad offers simple and intuitive control. The touchscreen works with your fingertip, or more precisely, with the included stylus. There's a familiar plus control pad and A, B, X, and Y buttons. Games featuring a deeper, more immersive experience will frequently employ the left and right analog sticks. Each has a button underneath, which is activated by pressing down the stick. On the backside of the controller are trigger-like ZL and ZR buttons. They sit comfortably under the index fingers when holding the gamepad, acting as de facto triggers in many shooting games. The L and R buttons are on the shoulders, and between them is the infrared transceiver. Motion control using the accelerometer and gyroscope is built into the gamepad, as is a rumble feature. The built-in camera and microphone will be used for a variety of software applications, including voice and video chat. There are stereo speakers, a headphone jack and volume control that can adjust sound on the gamepad or on your full-screen TV. Finally, the home button. It can suspend a game to check for updates or connect with your friends.
So that's a quick guide to how you'll manipulate your experiences. Now let's take a look at where those experiences begin. In his Nintendo Direct over the weekend, Mr. Iwata unveiled what you'll know as Miiverse. It's how you interact with your gaming friends. And this is the first thing you'll see on your TV screen when you turn on the system. You might think of it as Main Street, a place where people congregate, creating constant commotion. Your own me is joined by others who play on your home system. Here too are your game friends, as well as people you've already met from around the world, and also many newcomers. You'll also notice that those me's are gathering around individual tiles. You might think of them as billboards on that main street. They represent both your personal tastes and the entertainment that's trending globally on Wii U. And those me's don't just congregate, they communicate. Each is equipped with a wide range of rich media engagement for socializing and providing information. The first comes in the form of speech bubbles. You can see or send simple text messages, or you can use the stylus to write your own words and even draw your own illustrations, a lot like SwapNote. You can even share a screen image from the game you're currently playing. These interactions can also display recent activity and recent scores. You've even got the option to display facial expressions within the bubble that reflects your current state of mind. And because this form of interaction is browser-based, while this may not be available right on launch day, you'll eventually be able to join Miiverse from your Nintendo 3DS, your PC, or from any smartphone or web-enabled mobile device. When Miiverse is integrated into your gameplay, new breakthroughs happen. So let's get to an example of this new dynamic demonstrated by an old friend. Every time a new Nintendo home console is announced, we start hearing familiar feedback from long-term fans. Sounds great, but you've got to have a Mario game. And frequently, those requests are framed like this. I want it to be just like Mario's always been, but I want it to be better. Well, that may seem contradictory, but Miiverse will help meet those dual desires. In New Super Mario Bros. U, not only will you be able to see what others are saying when the Mii's gather around the Wii U main street, but you'll also be able to connect right within the game. Friends, family, or any other player might be talking about the overall game experience, about specific levels, about hidden areas, or difficult jumps. And you could probably expect that one of your buddies will be bragging about his high score. That's probably going to be me. Or their record time. It's a new real-time social window that opens up right as you're playing. We'll be talking more about these Miiverse features tonight in our Developers Roundtable. But for now, let's take a look at the game itself. Here's New Super Mario Bros. U.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
As you may already know, this Mario game can be transferred from the big screen to play personally on your gamepad. But you may also notice something else, what we're calling Boost Mode. With up to 4 people using their Wii remotes to race through the course, one more with the gamepad can use the touchscreen to helpfully place blocks along the way. Or you and a friend can work together to set a new standard for a speed run. Currently, the benefits of Wii U will be evident with Nintendo-published titles, but also just as clearly with games coming from our third-party partners. Even for franchises you already recognize in non-Wii U form. We're going to spend some time this morning looking at several third-party Wii U titles.
All right, Mr. Reggie, we all know you're the man around here, but why don't you let me handle this? After all, I've always had a thing for extreme personalities, and here's one of the